Abundant love and blessings to you as we get ready for today's pick a card. Thank you for uniting our hearts, uniting our spirits, bringing us to a place where the right people find the right reading on the right day, which is what we are all about. So, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. We're going to start. Whoops, let me get rid of my Palo Santo because it wants to continue to bless the room, so I'm moving it. I'm Catherine, and you have found Fish Out of Water Tarot, and you are part of my mission to do a live reading every day in May. So let's mix our cards, and I will draw an oracle card. Whoopsie. And I will also, I wonder why that card is flipping itself. Interesting. As I always like to do, if a card flips itself and it comes out again, then I know it's for us. But I'm going to be drawing cards here so that we can connect with all of us who are looking to manifest more satisfaction, more love, more contentment in our lives. So for our first reading today, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We have what's next in your finances. Oh my goodness. So we start off red hot right from jump. Who of us isn't curious about what's going to happen with finances this month, right? In this month of May, what is it that will bring us the most inspiration when it comes to our finances? So our oracle card is confront. And immediately what I think to myself with this card is confront yourself. What is going on within you that is giving you the message of I'm not enough? I'm not enough. What is it that the cards have for us? Now, the cards did not want to shuffle themselves right there. So there definitely is resistance. People have mistreated you. You have been lied, cheated upon when in the financial area. Some of the things that happened to you when you were a child has come back to haunt your adulthood. Look at that little shadow there. But the thing is that there's always a way out. I love that one quote that says when you get painted in a corner, there's only one way, and that's up, right? So let's see what the cards have for us. Well, we have the Empress. So what a total oppositional energy. From anything in your past that made you feel too small, the universe comes today and says, excuse my French, but fuck that. You are an amazing creator. You have come through so many things. You bounce like a rubber ball. Things come at you and you just keep on going. You have been a student of how to manifest and you will not give up. There is a part of you that is insatiably hungry for making progress. Okay, so what's next in your finances is a shift in your belief for yourself. I'm going to add a resource to the comment section that is something that I created to help me get rid of my worries about money. It's a way for you to detach from your old money story. So even now, I can't put the message there right now because my hands have cards in them, but you can start by writing a list of who has broken your heart when it comes to money. Grab a piece of paper and just write down the names, the places, and the dates. Do an audit. If you've had no heartbreak over money, well, then you can wait for the next card. But for this one, prepare yourself, because if you could use this money machine that I built, you're going to be able to detach from some of the heartbreak. Let's pull that last card and see how your efforts are going to pan out. And we have the Five of Pentacles. This is completely confirming of the energy that's here today, because I'm going to say a phrase that you're not going to like, especially if you're a manifester, and the phrase is self-pity. There is no way to advance yourself in your financial well-being if you are stuck in a victim mode. So there's no question. I'm just pulling out my moon cards here to give you affirmation, because if you can write down right now, before, as you're listening to this reading, go ahead and write down the heartbreaking people, places, and jobs that you've had. Use it to prepare. And then as soon as the reading's done, it's 30 minutes, I'm going to put a resource in there, and you're going to be able to address this, because unless you take care of the heartbreak, you're not going to have the well-being that's yours by birthright, okay? So now let me just draw one of our beautiful moon cards, and let's just see what is your affirmation here. See, look at this. I let go of the anxieties of others. This could not be more appropriate. Why? Because I feel like you're carrying anxiety for like your whole family and maybe your whole profession. You really need to detach from your worries about money. So one of the things I can put you in touch with right now is trying to, Michael Singer. You guys, I talk about him every day, but Michael Singer has a way of looking at how you think about your problems that might really help you. I will put a reference to him in comment 1. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I know that sometimes those money worries can eat you alive. And I know it's important today because this reading came out first. All right, let's go to my cards. Now, hold in your mind, please, hold in your mind the reading that you would like. If you don't need money, then maybe that wasn't your card. But the reason I pull cards this way is because I get so many messages, comments, I can't even keep track, and I can't keep up with all y'all. And I appreciate your love. So in order to give readings to as many people as possible, this is the style. So take a peek, use your intuition. Which card do you think I might pick? Well, this one's just screaming to me. So out it comes. A message from Archangel Michael. Yay! This is a red letter day, you guys. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo today. Do you know they don't celebrate that in Mexico? I found out because I lived there for 4 years. But Cinco de Mayo is a fantastic celebration for people in America, Mexicans in America, and of course we Americans in America. We love our margaritas and chips and queso, so let's go out and celebrate today. But let's see, what is it that the Archangel Michael has for us? He visits my readings a lot, and I'm so grateful. Yesterday's reading was wonderful. His message was last. You might want to check that out, because every spiritual practice around the world, I think, acknowledges that Archangel Michael is a special dude. Okay, so let's pull a card. Oh, Archangel Michael. So many times my heart is just moved by the gentleness of a mighty warrior angel, right? A mighty warrior angel. What have you been fighting? Something going on in your family? Is there something that is troubling you about receiving love? Is there something that haunts you from when you were a little kid? Remember, the first reading had the shadow of that child. Okay, so I just got goosebumps. That's always my sign that something's moving energetically. So what I would say to you is that definitely there's something gentle in this simple love. And Archangel Michael's always got the sword, right? He's ready to slash through our opposition. Let's see how the tarot supports us. I just want to cut. Aren't these pretty cards? This is called the Gilded Tarot. I love it. Okay, now see, this just is insane because the Empress came out on our first card. And I used to doubt that. But you saw me cut the cards and I shuffled, but this is a sign that this Empress energy, she really wants to be here in this reading. She wants to support the people who want to be more loved. Often she's pictured as pregnant. And so what that means is that there's that potential for love, okay? a pregnancy is a potential for love. So you are being promised that you will meet your potential. I love the combination of the greens that come in here, and green is the heart chakra. This is a very tender, maternal, universal, divine, feminine blessing. I could stop right now and grab a moon card, because the promise of this is so substantial for someone listening to this call, and you have felt disjointed and disconnected for a long, long time. The King of Wands. The King of Wands, what a couple. I would call this a power couple. And so what this means is that your ability to produce for yourself enough appreciation for who you are is going to change your life. You just can't depend on other people to raise your self-esteem. When you're expecting and hoping that other people will love you proper. So many times when I'm speaking to someone who's had a little bit of a dramatic or chaotic childhood, they've had questions about what love is. In fact, love is a kind of a low vibrating word for many people, because how they started out in life, the loving people were harmful to one another, or at the very best, indifferent. All right. But what the universe is showing you, that all the work you've done and the things that you believe in are shaping you perfectly. You are able to change your story for sure, because love is simple. And sometimes when you share love with a pet, with an animal, with a child, with nature, that is the simplest way to touch what Archangel Michael is promising you here. Okay, let's pull our next card. And we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, if this were a love reading, a romance reading, I could read these three cards in a slightly different way. And it's strange for people to think that the love of the divine, the universal love, has that romantic touch to it. I mean, to understand that we are precious to God or the divine, that the love we're hungering for only comes through the divine. And Archangel Michael is reminding you that yes, you might have to carry your sword sometimes to defend yourself, because your life has been filled with chaos and drama. But right now, there is a way for you to understand how lovable you are. All right, so let me draw. I don't know what's coming. And this is the next time when a private reading can be very helpful, because this kind of opens some topics. We're wondering what is happening here. So my contact information is right underneath this, in the description box. So shoot me an email, let me know what's going on. At the end of this reading, I'm going to be doing timestamps so you can come back and listen again. This is a big promise from Archangel Michael, that you yourself has the capability to generate love simply love. Let's just take our moon card here for your affirmation. Isn't that pretty? Let's take a peek. I flow toward my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. Take a screenshot of that. Go ahead, screenshot. Because this is perfect for you. Archangel Michael is the messenger. You're going to be getting messages, and it's going to be surprise compliments. You're going to feel a sense of belonging that you haven't felt before. Okay, this is a deep message, and I am so grateful when Archangel Michael shows up. And this is tender, because a lot of times he shows up with fighting words, to protect and defend. But today, it's about the simplicity of that love. All right, let's move on. Thank you so much. If that was a blessing, thank you for the hearts. I see you guys there. I don't honor the comments beforehand. I honor them afterwards, just because I want to continue the focus on these messages. When you hit the thumbs up, it's such a confirmation for me that the story that I'm telling is a match for what you're needing. And that's why I'm here. Okay, let's pick our next card. Love, money, romance, career. What's your pleasure? Let's see. I think this one. Thank you so much for y'all being here today. Ooh, SOS. All right. So some of the people here, you're like, draw me a card, draw me a card. That's part of why I'm doing it this way, because I don't want to disappoint y'all, and I can't answer every question personally on these calls. But somebody is shooting out an SOS to the universe. You're saying, good grief, I don't know what's going on. I'm not comfortable. I'm in trouble. I need an SOS. So hold your problem in your mind. Hold that problem person. Hold that difficult situation. What is your SOS? Okay. Let's cut the cards. Thank you so much for being with me this morning. Those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot, where we attack life through the eyes of introversion, shyness, neurodivergence. Those are all things that I've learned about lately that help me become more comfortable with my life. Opportunity beckons. Aw, put your hand on your heart, just like you just lay your hand right on your chest right now and take a deep breath. Everyone, please. There's an opportunity coming, and guess what? The universe knows that you can handle it, but you're looking there. You're like, oh no. Please, I don't want the opportunity. But a part of you wants the opportunity because you've been waiting for this. You've been manifesting for more money. You've been manifesting for more joy. Your job right now is unsatisfactory. Now, these cards won't shuffle themselves, which I love. That shows me that you are hurrying too fast. There's something in this message for you, dear viewer, with this big opportunity. You're way out ahead of yourself. Let's just slow down, real slow, and see what it is the universe has for you, because this is a big deal. Okay, our first card, Temperance. Okay, so Temperance is a magic making card. So if I pull her close so you can see, and you might want to take a screenshot because she's so gorgeous, isn't she? But she is tempering her emotions. She's tempering the energy. What that means is she's slowing down. I love when the cards are so supportive. Look at how she's looking up at our figure. Now, there's no gender that's important here. It's just the symbols of the card. But you can see this discouragement. He's looking down, but all the stars are aligning. And if he would lift his eyes, he would see that there's so much opportunity and potential here. His fear is keeping him from enjoying the offer, right? And that's so ironic because you wait so long to get your answer, and it comes, and then we're flooded with fear and doubt. That's not fair, is it? It's just not fair. So Temperance is here. It's a spirit. Okay, each of the tarot cards, in my opinion, is an energy that can be turned off or turned on. So when Temperance shows up, it's showing that we need to turn on the ability to measure our response. Okay, if you measure your response, so if you are anxious about this, you measure it. Now, let me tell you something. There's a book called, what's it called, by Gay Hendricks. It's called The Big Leap. You totally want to get that book, because he talks about there's a ceiling on how worthy you believe you are. So there's a ceiling. Let me put this here. So this ceiling prevents you from advancing to what you want. And he teaches how to remove that ceiling so that you can walk into greater opportunities. If you struggle with self-doubt or self-sabotage, pick up that book, The Big Leap, because look at how she's looking up at this figure, lifting this flame. As you start to temper your anxiety, you are going to score. Now, Dr. Hendricks teaches that this is real important, so listen. Dr. Hendricks teaches that excitement and fear have the same signature in the body. Okay, now what that means is the beginning of being thrilled feels the same as the beginning of being afraid. So what I say to my clients is that your body is not that big of a system. And so physically, grief and joy feel the same in the beginning. Isn't that weird? But fear and excitement feel the same way. It's a grab of your heart that is slightly scary, and if you can let go, the excitement overtakes you with bubbles of joy, and if you can let go, the tears will cleanse you. So that's a little piece of wisdom. You'll learn a lot more if you read the book. Okay, SOS. What goes along with temperance? The star. This, okay, I have to have a little emotion. I'm serious. So many times when I'm reading cards, it's my reading, and it's so moving. So I'm learning not to apologize for my emotion. As a Scorpio, I struggle learning how to process everything that comes up when it comes up, because it's very inconvenient to get fucking emotional in the middle of a reading. So hello. But the star is the healer. The star card is healing. And so the fact that the SOS is be real about what you're feeling. Write a list. I'm going to put something into the comments, number 1, with resources, but take time to write a list of what you're afraid of. Do yourself a favor. You might laugh. And then balance your anxiety. Balance the anxiety and the fear. Okay, excitement, anxiety, and fear are all like having a cocktail in your body right now. Healing is coming. You need to look at this opportunity as valid. If your gut says no, say no. But if you're holding yourself back because you're afraid you won't be successful, that's simply not true. And you need to go back and watch the first reading, what Archangel Michael said. And here's our final card, King of Pentacles. If every SOS message would turn out so gloriously, you guys wouldn't come back for readings. But the King of Pentacles is the promise of financial success, okay? So I am so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're able to see this. If you can't sort this out by yourself, get some help. Talk to your pastor, talk to a mentor, find someone in your profession and send them an email and say, look, I'm facing an opportunity here, and I'm curious. I would love to take you out for coffee. I'd love to chat with you. How did you get over the imposter syndrome? How did you get over the fear of going ahead? You can YouTube search for imposter syndrome, and you're going to find some fantastic videos that will help you, I promise. Let's just draw your moon card. Oh, wow. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, universe, for Pete's sake. Okay, here's our card. It leapt right out of the book. Out of the deck. Spark of light, that's you, baby. I know myself deeply, and I find myself. This is you. Listen. This is you. Okay, gathering my resources, my inner resources. Looks like we're only going to have time for 3 cards today, and that's something. I'm doing these short 30 minutes because I really want to be convenient. I want people to get their reading of the day, be able to go on, do their thing, but to know that they have live tarot advice available to them every day in the month of May. That's my goal. And you know what happened to me? Yesterday I made a mistake, and it was embarrassing for me, but I dealt with it. So you can listen to yesterday's reading if you want. Today I find myself distracted by the beautiful cards and my own life and how it resonates with each and every one of you all is so cool. Okay, so let's get this. Thank you for being patient with me. Juggling my 3 decks here. And a tear rolls down my right cheek, and I just feel there are people here who really, really, really want change, but they're kind of nervous about it. I don't blame you. Change is not easy, but it's so life-giving. I mean, think about pruning. When you go out to your rose bush and you trim off the itty-bitty rose buds because you know that's going to create more verdant blossoms, right? Pruning never helps. Pruning never hurts the plant, even though it may seem counterproductive to cut off something that's could be a flower, right? So what you need to know about them? Okay, cool. What you need to know about them. So, do you have a lover? Do you have a child? Do you have a parent that you haven't heard from in a while and you wonder what in the world's going on with them? Who is it that you're wondering about? And what is it that will help you understand your situation? And we have our solar plexus chakra. So this is the site of your personal identity. Very interesting. Okay, so I am leaning in towards a family member here because solar plexus is your sense of identity. And I feel like there's some people on the call or on watching right now. There are viewers who have some confusion about that. Okay, so it could be, oh my goodness, I'm picking up that there could be a romantic partner who has kind of been gaslighting you a little bit, like you're sensing, wait a minute, this isn't what it seems. His actions do not match his words. Okay, and this could be true in family also, but right now I'm picking up this is more in love, that their actions don't match and you are not an idiot. And you're wondering what the heck is going on. So let's cut our cards and let's see, what don't you know? What do you need to know about this person? Okay. All right. So this is supportive of my sense that this is about some sort of love connection. And so let me draw this other card for us. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to draw our third card because this is very interesting. There's a good story here. And it's our last card of the day, so I want to make sure. And we have 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so you are feeling suspicious as shit. Sorry, but you are. Some of the stuff that's going on in your current situation is bothering you. And you don't know. You can't tell. What is it? What is it? Why is this so troubling? What is it about this person? It's a confusing message because the person is, there's been growth and baby steps. It's like, there's chemistry. Okay, first of all, there's chemistry. Duh. There is a great deal of draw. There's a great attraction here. But see this separation? The cups are separated and there's this circle of energy. So it just looks to me like this is very active and it's happening right now. And I think it could be a timing miss. I think what you need to know about them is they are a slow mover. Okay, so you are feeling like you're in a casket because you need more life. You're like, come on, what's going on? But do you know the very best partners in the world? The profession that is the easiest to be a millionaire in the US. The #1 easiest profession to be a millionaire is an engineer. And do you further know that engineers' brains do not do very good in love and romance? They didn't go to prom, right? They went out and made millions because they made sense out of things that people couldn't make sense of. So their brilliance is coming at you, but it's not a love language, all right? So you're feeling disjointed. You feel they're insincere, but I would say go watch The Big Bang Theory. Just 1 episode and watch how Sheldon treats people because he deeply loves his friends, deeply, but he continually insults them, okay? So What I feel like the universe is telling you is that you are working very hard. You're feeling like you're all alone. Oh my gosh, I like this guy. There's great chemistry. I like this woman. I like this person. There's great chemistry, but I'm about ready to throw in the towel. And the universe is saying, no, 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 don't you dare. There's no danger here. Has he hit you? Have they hit you? Have they insulted you in front of other people? The big key is contempt. If anybody that treats you with contempt, it's a closed door. Walk away. But this is a good person, okay? And they are working on it. They are looking up there at all they've done so far, and they're like, why isn't it enough? They're feeling a little bit unaccepted, like you're not accepting that they are trying. Okay, so if this is you, definitely give them a break. All right, you might want to ask if they will. I would recommend that you take that quiz about the 5 love languages. I'll put that in the resource box in the comments, because there's 2 ways to look at it. Number 1, you take it and figure out what is your main love language, and then read the information. But if he is shy and doesn't want to take it, you could take it for him. Just stand in his place, or her. I keep saying him. I don't know why. Perhaps it's you guys, it's a man. But whatever it is, what you want to do is take that love languages quiz with your lover in mind. And once you know their love language, you're going to feel more comforted. Whoever this is that this reading is for, this is not a breakup reading. What you need to know is they're in it to win it, but they just don't know how. And communication skills would help. So, and when it comes to communication skills in a couple, I'll put this resource into the box. There's a man called Jimmy on relationships. He's wonderful, 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 wonderful. Short videos, and he will tell you what you're not knowing about your partner, okay? And so here we have your affirmation. Let me see, I'm doing pretty good on time, yeah. Here's your affirmation. Oopsie. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. Oh my goodness, this is so true for you, all right? Because if you'll excuse my bluntness, it's like you're wanting for your person to love you more than you love yourself. Okay, that's part of why you're frustrated, because you cannot create in them the fire to do for you, to plan the surprise dinners and to do all the romantic stuff. And the fact is, this is such a wonderful human with 0 social skills. So to be able to have intense compassion for them, and this idea here of bringing yourself to yourself, right? Let's take a peek at how you can be a more ideal partner. Now, there's a couple of people. One person I recommend so much in the area of self-love is Louise Hay. She has some beautiful teachings on the inner child and self-love, but there are a gazillion self-love meditations on there. Go doctor yourself. Create in yourself the radiation, the value that makes this person crave your energy. How can you be more magnetic? If you need a private reading, you might. I would love to plug into your cards for you. All the contact information is in the box beneath, the comment box. And also, for those of you who are interested, yesterday there's a it's not a comment contest. It's an email contest with a free reading in case this is you and you want to find out what's going on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful you were here with me today, every day in May, alive. So I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Have a beautiful day, my sweet friends, and know that you are such a big part of my life. I think about you every day. Sharing this love is so fun for me, as I know it is for you. So go forth and prosper. We love you here.